Deathless is an improvised cinematic narrative with live production, including music and dialogue. There is no script. This story contains violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and a darkness which may leave you doubting who you are. Proceed at your own risk.
Shake, shake, shake me awake. Rip me from slumber and fight for me, fight for me. Shake, shake, shake me awake. Rip me from slumber and fight for me, fight for me. Ache, ache, ache for me, babe. Shout from the depths that you want me to stay. Fight for me, fight for me, fight. I want you to fight for me. I want you to fight for me. Shake me away, rip me from slumber and fight for me. I want you to fight for me, babe. They say stand up for the things you can't stand to lose. Despite what my heart can't feel.
The walls breathe slow and wet, exhaling trickles of blood that run like sweat. 4 vampires stand still, each caught between suspicion and hunger, as the room thickens with the scent of old iron and betrayal. No doors, no windows, just the pulse of something ancient watching from the walls.
I want to go back out into the hallway, so I turn my back to it and I walk out of this room.
I think we rolled for that last time, if memory serves.
Mhm.
Do you remember
Okay.
that? Because I can easily have you roll again, but I feel like you rolled successfully and went through, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, then yeah, no one is looking at you when you do this.
Okay.
And you back up. Are you looking at anyone else as you back up into the wall?
I think I've closed my eyes because I am
think so
scared
too.
that acknowledging the wall in any way means I can't get through it.
Yeah. Okay. You back up slowly into the wall, and I don't know if you're expecting for it to work, because you didn't see Moog go through, but you know he did. And I don't know if there's a part of you that doubts this is going to work, and you're expecting to feel the wall hit your back, but it doesn't happen. And you keep walking, but you never hit anything. So there comes a moment where I think you probably stop
And turn around.
open your eyes, and you're in a very long and tight corridor, and you can't see anything. It's very, very dark.
How long is the hallway?
It was this long. It's extremely long hallway. Oh, God. That's my favorite meme from this show. It was about this long.
I will shout out into the hallway. Hello?
Does she hear anything back? Because you two would hear this, probably.
Hello?
Yeah, and that's why, man, I'll be dead before you catch me playing Mortal Kombat 3.
Quiet.
That's it.
Enough.
What do you...
I don't fucking care.
Oh, you don't
And if
want me
you-
to talk?
If you would stop talking for even just a fucking second, you would know that someone's down the hall.
So what?
So what? You know what? Maybe they're gonna kill you. Fine.
Oh, no, great.
Be
Go
my
ahead.
guest.
I'll stop talking. How about you do all the talking then? Go ahead.
I cross my arms. Walk.
Hello?
Who the fuck is that?
Visionary?
Sorry, I'm not allowed to talk anymore.
Oh my fucking god, it's another one of you. Just fucking talk to her.
Yeah, there's a real grump down here. You just come down the hallway. You'll see us eventually. We'll start walking towards you.
What the fuck is going on? And I just start walking towards the voice.
Slowly. Don't try anything stupid.
I'm moving normal speed. I'm walking. There's a long ass hallway. You know how long it took us to even get down to you guys? It felt like weeks.
Whatever. Just go.
A dead eye, just come this way.
Okay. Jesus.
Don't expect a party or anything.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Did I hear another voice?
Yeah. It ain't Moog. There's a lot to tell you.
What?
I don't understand. Well, I understand probably more than I should, but
What do you understand?
That is a perfect moment to hot swap over into the room.
Edward, do you wish to come with us? Or stay here?
Are you going to come with us?
Who are you speaking to?
I'm looking up at pulse rate up at the ceiling still.
I'm hanging upside down, and I'm looking at him, and I smile and say, "Do you know who the room is?"
I think you see my mouth like gape for a second, and I dramatically put a hand to my chest. And I'll say again, are you going to leave the room?
I think you do. I think you do know.
And I'm still staring up at you. Me?
Yes. You wouldn't be hiding something, would you?
Hiding something? And I start to take slow steps backwards from you.
I'll follow you, but I'm on the ceiling, so like my head is bobbing up and down towards you.
And I'm not breaking eye contact with you, but my hand that was on my chest is now reaching inside my red satin bathrobe around the
Okay.
chest.
What do you have there?
Taking step by step. And I pull out a little tiny, shiny bell. And I'm looking up at you. And I start to jingle it. Ding 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 ding. And what it seems like out of nowhere, from out of your vision, is none other but rock and stone, my bodyguards.
Oh.
6'5", tattooed, biker,
Yeah?
leather,
Keep going.
and they approach you, and they're grabbing at you at the ceiling. They're both grabbing for you at the ceiling. They're not touching you, but they're grabbing for you.
I'm dancing around them.
But now they're really trying to get you. Are you moving around? Are you evading it?
Yes, I'm running around on the ceiling, like trying to move in between their grabs, their grabby hands.
So the Balthazar, where are you looking?
At this point, I'm looking up at the ceiling, just with like my head kind of cocked and just like a "kill me now" expression on my face.
Oh, for fuck's sake, not this again.
Yes.
Okay, so you're looking at Rock and Stone
Yes.
chase
Reaching for pulse rate.
around the room. So pulse rate, as you are evading this, these guys like get really close to you, and you see a hand from one of them phase through your hand. It's just like a complete accident. Like one of their hands gets too close to you, and what you think was gonna grab you, it just goes right through your arm.
Oh, you're alive too.
And in that moment, if both of you were not looking at Edward, I want to back through the closest wall I can to me.
Is anyone
And you might
looking
just
at
hear
Edward?
No.
Nope.
Yeah. Do you make a noise when you're leaving the room? You have like an evil laugh.
You would have to hear like some
Yeah.
bye.
We're freaks. Okay. Yeah.
Am I
I
able
don't see
to back up?
Yeah.
Out
Do
of-
you
out of
know
the wall.
which wall are you choosing?
It would. I don't remember which way I was
previously
facing.
Indicated. I pointed at the wall
The wall,
after
yep.
after painting the diagram with blood on a piece of paper from the book. We identified which wall
Okay.
they left.
Moog and Visionary went
Yep.
through.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so
then-
I'm going to a different wall. I
I
want to go to
figured,
a
yeah.
different wall. Yeah.
Okay. So what we did all those moons ago was roll a 1d4 for me. I know which one they went through. So roll 1d3. And I'll just say they're 4 and I'll pick one.
Okay.
If it's a 3, I'll lose my mind. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to throw it out there early.
It would just be
Slash
R
space and then 1d3, yeah.
3.
Wonderful. I will tell you what happens in a second. I cannot believe that. I mean, I can. But also, cursed. You fade away. You go through this wall. No one is looking at you. Not even your illusionary bodyguards. And when the two of you turn around to look for him, he is gone.
Do they disappear when he leaves? The bodyguards?
Mm-mm.
Still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, they're alive too. And I look around. Where did you go?
And it's just you.
Hopefully
and,
wherever the others went. Are you coming down from there?
Maybe. Do you want me to?
Well, unless you want to be left here with the blood-breathing walls and whatever song you've been singing.
Whatever song I've been singing. Oh, it's one of the best songs.
I think our taste in music is different.
Yeah, I start singing. Here we are, born to be kings, we're the princes of the universe. I'll start dancing around the ceiling.
think I watch this for a minute and then take the tome that I had received earlier, the book. I'm still holding on to it. And because I didn't see where Edward went, I would probably go towards the wall that I had figured out was the wall everyone else went through. And I would head in that direction.
I forgot you have the tome, don't you? With the okay, cool. I forgot because it's been so long since we've done a proper B team. Okay. Then as he is like, you know, up on the ceiling singing to himself, you take a moment when he's not looking to kind of look down, maybe at the tome, hold it close, and back up through the wall. And we'll actually follow you this time and go back to the crew in the ever expanding hallway.
Great. Going through, I would look for Edward, assuming he wouldn't be too far ahead of me. But I don't see him, right?
No, you do not. You only see these three, probably. They're probably, I know you have like an equivalent super dark vision, so I imagine that you can turn and immediately recognize two of these individuals, but you don't recognize Fen standing down there. But you do see Deadeye and Visionary.
Yeah, I would approach them then as they're talking.
So, what do we do now?
I mean, he told us we need to just go back, right? We got to get out of that room.
And you are, I turn my attention to Ben. You are who exactly?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it?
You can't just tell her don't worry about it.
Where's
Moog?
Moog?
The whole thing. Well, we got to tell everybody. We got to get everybody around. Got to see what Mr. Edwards says about all this. It's pretty high-level stuff.
Yes, speaking of Edward, is he not here?
No.
Oh, it's Balthazar.
Yes.
Hey, Balthazar, come down. No, it doesn't look far, but it might take you a minute.
Yes, I'm on the way. Has no one seen Edward?
No.
No, he's not in the room.
He went through the wall ahead of me, but he must have chosen the wrong one.
Oh, man, I figured he'd know how to get out of there. He's like the smartest one. I hate to yo-yo you, but we gotta get back in the room, get pulse rate, and get the fuck out of there. Go back into the chantry, and then I'm getting the fuck out of this chantry.
I think it's safe to say we'll find pulse rate where I left him. He doesn't seem to want to part with that ceiling.
What the
Smash
fuck is he
cut
doing
to
to
me
the
still
ceiling?
dancing.
Yeah. What do you mean he won't get off the ceiling? What's he doing?
Singing again.
Fine, I'll talk to him when we get in. Maybe I can get him to stop.
Wait a second, I don't recognize this one. Who is this?
Yeah, where is Moog?
There's a lot to explain. I mean, it's better if pulse rate comes through, we'll explain it, but if not, we got to go back there because everybody needs to hear it. Whether he's singing or not, he needs to know.
Well, we're all here except for Edward, so we can just head back.
Edward probably knows all this anyway. Probably just
can I
want to tell us?
Yeah, I come through the wall.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
Yeah.
Are you coming up? Is it on the ceiling? Or are you just like scuttle through the ceiling side?
Yeah. I'm on
for
ceiling
sure.
side. So
Spider-Man,
from the
like,
ceiling.
yeah. I love it so much.
Like mid-line, mid-tune.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
No
Okay.
man can understand. My power is in my own hand. Ooh, ooh,
Oh, perfect.
ooh. People
Oh,
The acoustics in this hallway are a lot better than I thought they were.
Yeah, it's just like echoing down the hallway.
Sounds great, yeah.
It's a very long hallway.
All right,
Okay,
there he is.
Once
All right,
again,
let's get down
where
there.
is
Let's
Moog?
get down there. We run down the hallway. So we're all together now, I assume.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And just so that I understand, there is no right or wrong answer, but you are heading closer to pulse rate, or you're waiting for pulse rate to come down to you? Are you
We're going
closer
closer
to the
pulse
room
rate.
or to the...
I think
Okay,
we're closer to the room.
okay, yeah. Okay.
The
Thank
pulse
you.
rate looks like he's having a great time, so better to just join him.
I'm dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And you are all crowded down in this little...
Yeah,
I will say it does feel significantly... Like, I know that this hallway feels oppressive and scary, and that other end of the room felt oppressive and scary, but there is a weird, like, strange magic here that exists in this space that doesn't exist in the other room. And in the other room, it did kind of feel really... a little bit more intense. Obviously, the walls are like bleeding and whatnot, but if one were to feel safer than the other, then I do think this hallway feels a little bit safer than that room. Even though, so you can feel it as you're getting closer to that wall where you're going to go back through. You can feel a little bit of that like dark, evil energy.
I don't like this, guys. I don't feel very good. This is weird. I don't like this. Where is Moog?
It's
Who are
gonna
you?
get weirder,
What's going
all
on?
right. Now look, this guy. Okay, I came in the hallway. Moog was like halfway down. I caught up, and we heard some people in the room, and it was this guy and a lady who kind of looked like, like a pretty version of Daria, but. The thing is that's funny is that this guy has like like a shitty personality like Daria, and she seemed a lot better, but like which is kind of funny considering what I'm about to tell you next, right? Is
You
trying
keep
to
on
remember how I
talking.
learned about this.
You keep on talking like someone who doesn't want the lower half of their jaw. Cross my arms.
Ooh.
Yeah, look.
What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? We just met you. What the fuck?
Yeah,
You can't
he's
just come here and talk to us
super
like that.
angry.
What the fuck?
You need a snack, man.
I spider walk over to him
I look up.
from the ceiling, and like my head is swaying in front of his. Ooh, who are you? And I like kind of am swaying in, and I'm like smelling him. Ooh,
Oh.
you smell strange.
Okay.
Well, hey, look, man. You want to explain it? Go the fuck right ahead. But you're Mr. I'm not saying anything.
Okay, like, is Moog okay? Where
As far
is
as
he?
I know,
What's
he
going
and the
on?
other lady left to where this guy and the other lady came from.
So Moog's the
Visionary.
talkative one, then.
Oh yeah, he talks way more than me.
Then he's probably dead by now. And I chuckled to
I don't
myself.
think so, man. Not Moog.
You don't know where he's going.
I don't.
There,
I don't.
You
Does
probably
anyone
should
else,
forget
no
about
one
it.
else freaking out right now? Like, what? It doesn't make any sense what's happening. What do you mean he's dead? Where did he
We've been
go?
lied to. We've
Probably.
been lied to.
What do you mean you've been lied to?
We've been lied to, not by you, but by the fucking Chantry, man. They're keeping us as backups,
yes.
like a couple of double A's in my mama's side drawer next to the fridge, just sitting there waiting for someone who needs them.
I look
I
at
don't
Visionary,
understand.
perplexed. What nonsense are you
It's
spouting
it's
now?
proxies. Proxies, man. We're proxies.
Would
I don't
any
even
of us
know what it
that
means, but I
is?
know what it means now.
Yeah. Would that like ring
Yeah,
any
I
bells
was just
to
going
any
to
of
say,
us?
the moment that he says that, all of you would... It's like a key unlocks in a door you didn't even know you had closed within you, and you recognize the truth in that statement. And it's up to you, I think, now that we've, kind of revealed this and you as players know what that means. I will allow you to know as little or as much of the extent of what that means, for funsies. You can do whatever. You can kind of have a vague idea. But what he does say about proxies, something happens within and you are like, oh, that is true. That is absolutely a true statement.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And this guy, one of us, is a proxy for him. And Moog was the proxy for the lady that was here. And he left with her.
Left where?
Told me it would be fine, of course, and I couldn't go with him, of course, but... I'm done. I'm not going to be backup for nobody. I'm getting the fuck back, and I'm getting the fuck out of this chantry.
Well, how does it even work? Like, what do you mean, backup for... How does it work?
I got no idea.
No one does, really, yet.
And you were with them? Are they good people?
Depends who you ask.
I'm asking you, so...
Like I said, I wouldn't count on Moog coming back in one piece.
Jesus Christ. And you let him go? I, smack Visionary.
Whoa, what the hell?
You let him go?
What am I gonna do?
Ooh.
I tried. I couldn't do anything.
He's like your best friend, man.
Both. Yeah, well, he told me. He was, don't worry, it will be fine. He said the way he talks, and he's just very convincing.
Fuck. I don't understand any of this. What's going on?
If I remember correctly, you were too busy worried about being important, and I look at Visionary.
Oh, what are you talking about? I had a full fucking conversation with him. I mean, obviously you're not a guy who has friends, but you tell your friends you're feeling.
Uh-huh.
Now, one of these days, when you unclench your beehole and get a friend, maybe you'll understand that's what happens. I'm allowed to do that.
Sure, whatever you say.
Okay, so what is... what are you just
why don't you go back to where
little...
you came from then? Why don't you go back if you don't like it so much? Go walk back down the hallway, and when you get there a week later, go back to wherever the fuck you came from. Or can you do it or not?
No.
You can't do it, can you? Without that lady.
You got it all figured out there, champ, don't you?
I don't got shit figured out.
Evidently.
I need to make sure that you all don't get yourselves killed. And now I'm seeing that's going to be a challenge.
What, you suck at that shit or something?
No, I just think you're really good at trying to get yourselves killed.
We've been doing fine without you around, man.
Sure.
I mean, have we though? Because what the fuck are you talking about? Proxies.
I don't know.
I would like to try and figure out who's who at this point.
I was wondering if you were going to do that. Go ahead and roll for me. And this is weird because... Oh, you'll be using your VTM sheet. So what do you have?
Yeah.
Yes, you will be using your VTM sheet.
What do I have VTM-wise? Bloodhound. Resolve. Oh, geez, I have to remember how to do this now.
I will say it does feel weird. being in this
A little
space
stat first.
and being so close to, the room here, which to you would feel more like your old self than in the PBU. Essentially, you're at a threshold crossroads here. I don't think Fen realizes that, but you as a player can realize that, so you know how to RP it out.
I also need to figure out how to roll this, so I need to do awareness or resolve plus awareness is what I need to do. Difficulty 3.
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh, awareness is right there, and then resolve.
This ain't Moog rolling anymore. You got this.
Ooh,
See?
1 out of 3 successes. Oh boy. Then I think for whatever reason it's very difficult for you to discern. I just think they don't really smell like anyone you would recognize other than the ones you've already discovered.
If I may, I think I know why I failed.
Absolutely.
I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, of course.
There's all these idiots chattering about, and I'm trying to sniff out who's who, and I just keep on this rage that I have that was already pretty elevated, my emotions. I'm trying to contain that while do this, and that takes priority over this, because if the other way around happened, then they're maybe all dead.
Yeah. Okay. There's a little bit of that undercurrent of concern as well for where they're at. Yeah.
So, sorry.
No, go.
So, like, if I just walk down this hallway, what? We'll find Moog again?
No, he's
No.
gone.
I look, lost. A little. Balthazar, what do we do?
I've been watching Fen and looking around the group, kind of taking in the hallway a bit. All of this started with that woman, the one with the green eyes, who turned into a bat, who bit you. We came here looking for her, and yet found ourselves here in this hallway. I'd say we table this for now. I look Fen up and down, and return to where we came from.
Okay. Okay.
Great.
We're just gonna leave him there?
Leave Moog there. You can't get to him. He's in the wind, if he's even still alive.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Sure, yeah. Fine. Guess I'll just go back to the chantry without Moog and deal with the fact that we're proxies, whatever the fuck that means. I was supposed to go see a movie tonight. This was a normal day. This was a normal day, and an otherwise, pointing at my face, normal life, I guess. I guess we can't just, like, be normal again, yeah? That's not gonna happen.
No. And believe me when I tell you this, there's absolutely nothing normal about today.
Have you ever seen Waterworld?
No, I only watch good movies.
Fuck you. I hate this fucker. I hate him. Can we leave him in this hallway? Why the fuck do we even need you?
The walking corpse hates me. What am I gonna do?
Oh, yeah, you better watch yourself, man, or you're never getting the fuck out of this hallway. If you want to get out of this place, first of all, this hallway, and then the fucking room we're trapped in, and then we're in a goddamn Tremere Chantry. Do you think you're making it out of there alive by yourself?
So, you're trying to get free 3 prisons deep right now.
Well, the third one's
You
our
think
home.
you think you're getting out of there? And if you think that's your home, I gave you too much credit.
All right, well, good luck. Do it yourself. Have fun.
Fine.
We'll go
Great.
tell everybody the new guy from another world came.
And he was a fucking asshole.
I mean, call it worse.
Point of pride? Weird. Was that a brag? The fuck?
I shrug. And I'm, just so you all know, my arms are crossed.
We know. No.
I'm not.
Whatever.
There's a difference. There's a difference though with this
different
one.
whatever,
This
okay.
one is more like hunched over a bit. I'm definitely like closed body language right now. Where before I was feeling a little more open about it. If that makes any sense.
Steven, pulse rate to stop fucking singing.
Yeah, I have stopped singing. I'm standing silently on the ceiling. My hair is like kind of, down around me. And I have a blank look on my face.
Fine. Sure. Someone lead the way. I guess we're leaving.
I'm kind of just looking down the hallway still after this,
Towards where
feeling very
Moog-
guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably not dead. Maybe. How good is he at following directions?
Oh, God.
That was perfect.
And faintly hear the crash of a window.
Yeah.
I will start walking.
Okay. And we're going to do the same method where you guys kind of face back to the wall, but
Yeah.
you can't be looking at each other as you do this. What I need to know is, do you let Fen know how to do this? Or are you just gonna
No.
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
While I say, hey, man, look, you got to look at me. It's the only way to get out of here. It's this whole thing with Ricky Schroeder's cat. I don't have time to go into the explanations of it, but you just can't watch or you can't get through. Otherwise, you'd be stuck here unless you can figure out another way to get the fuck out.
So no one sees you. You walk
backwards.
through, walk
You
backwards.
just don't
and
look
then
at the wall. Maybe there's a way through. Maybe there's not. You don't know until you go through.
Fen in his mind is like, shit, I'm gonna fucking die in here. And these idiots are gonna be the one that do it. All right.
Just look.
You
Just
all-
look down this way. Give it a minute, and you'll see they're gone.
I'll go first then, I guess.
No, you don't want to go first. You don't know what you're going into.
It sounded like a room with bleeding walls.
It's a little bit more than that. But I'm already like talking to them if they're gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah. Who goes in first?
I take one last look down the hallway to where Moog apparently disappeared, and I close my eyes and back up and through the wall.
Okay. If no one is looking at you, which I assume nobody is, you go through without any issue.
Okay. I would go second.
I was going to say, I think Balthazar would probably follow you. The question is, pulse rate. Do you go in after Balthazar, or do you wait and watch these two?
I'm not paying attention at all to what they're doing.
Okay, perfect. What are you doing then?
I think my mouth is agape a little bit, and I'm just kind of staring. Got that 1,000-yard stare.
He ain't looking, man. See, they're gone. You could go now. I'll turn around and he ain't looking. You just go right through. Best not to look at the wall, though. You gotta back into it.
I look at the wall. I'm not backing it. I'm just looking at the wall, and I'm trying to assess if it's a wall or if it's something more.
While he's doing that, I'm trying to get pulse rate's attention. Like I'm jumping, quietly. And I'm just doing, if he looks, I'm just doing this. I'm like pointing to eyes, and then
I go through the wall as he's doing that.
Okay.
I was trying to get him to look at him. He was looking at the wall.
You were trying to get me to look at him.
Yeah, so he would run into the wall.
So he bangs into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
I start singing again.
What are you singing?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll not be a gentleman behind the boathouse. I'll show you my dark secret. And my eyes kind of open and I'm smiling and I say, oh, the song has changed. And then I walk through the wall.
I like this. I say, I like this one as I'm looking down the hallway, the other direction.
Towards where Moog left?
Yeah. I'm looking away. Yeah.
Okay. Can you make me an awareness roll? So wits awareness, please.
Okay. Difficulty?
3. 2 out of 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just get this feeling of impending doom when you look down the hallway.
I'm seriously considering going down there again.
Yeah.
Because even though I got mad, I was yelling at him, like, what, him saying, like, you're too busy worried about being important or whatever it was. Like, it got me good. You know, but for better or for worse, I trust my friend. So I think I walk down and I go through the wall. Also, I after trying to do something to them and just like completely failing.
Yeah.
Like I got nothing and nothing that could do anything to help. And if Moog it can't survive in that place, and I like really doubt that I can. So I slink back into the other room.
You are now all in this room, aside from Edward, who is still missing, and his bodyguards are no longer in this room either. But you have returned to a room with no walls, no windows. No doors, no windows. And the walls, I mean, I guess you could say there are no real walls, because when you look around, it just looks like, waterfalls of blood, really, that are slow and trickling down the wall. They seem to get slightly better than when you left. And now they flow a little bit more freely once you are back in.
I continue singing like, as I come in, I just keep dancing on the ceiling and I'm singing. I'm not gonna lie, I want you for mine, my blushing bride, my lover, be my lover, yeah. And I'm like dancing around Deadeye and like trying to dance with her. And I move my hands around her head and like...
Pulse Ray, can you just fuck off for a second? I like push him away from me.
Just dance away. Keep singing.
I think I'm going crazy, man. It's, do you guys feel sick? Is this place making you sick?
Nope.
Well, I doubt you can feel anything.
Fair.
Where the fuck is Edward?
Can't leave without him. Or I guess we can, apparently.
He might have left already. He probably went to get help.
Fine, I guess we... Which one of these goes back to the chantry, do you know? I point at the walls.
Oh.
So I think we didn't figure out which wall goes back to the chantry, just the wall where people kept disappearing through.
That is correct.
And there was something else going on with the ceiling and some sort of clock.
Yep.
That pulse rate was interacting with.
And the clock has since stopped. Correct? Like the clock, I think, stopped at one point when the first person went through towards the hallway. So when you guys come back in and take a look at it, it has stopped.
Oh. So we just try each of the walls then? Together?
Unless there's another door.
Fine. I turn to Fen. He hasn't told us his name yet, right?
Right.
I look at you and I stick out my hand. Deadeye. You got a name?
Yeah. And if... I don't want to say this. Fen is thinking of the lucky rabbit right now. Even though I wasn't there, the player, he was. And he's thinking of names and how important they are. And then I look down at the vest that I wear with the name scratched out on it. I look at Deadeye. I shake her hand without hesitation. Scratch.
Scratch. Good
Yep.
to meet you. Scratch. You know his name? I point at Visionary.
Yeah, Moog said it about 14,000 times. In 2 minutes. It was impressive.
Yeah, talks a lot.
Uh-huh.
I dance over to Scratch and I'm dancing around him. I will treat you well, my sweet angel. And I'm trying to dance with him. So help me, Jesus.
Does he have a mute?
Did Moog have a mute? Do you have a volume up?
I do, but you wouldn't like it.
What did you say your name was?
Scratch.
Oh. Is that a lie? And I just dance away from you.
At least he stops singing.
I've been standing next to or near Deadeye. And I take a step forward and just offer a hand. Balthazar.
I shake his hand. Stare him right in the eyes.
I meet his eyes and just have a serene smile.
Both of you roll for me, please.
Uh-huh.
What are we rolling?
What would you like?
It's just a D100. PBU bullshit.
57.
7.
This was totally random, but I can't believe that it happened to both of your sets of characters. But you're
Fuck
looking
off.
you're looking face to face at your proxies. Like you both recognize in that moment, the moment you shake hands.
What did I just DM
Yeah.
you, PB? What did I just
What did you just DM me?
look at it right now?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Looking up. Yep. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't. Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, well, I can't reply to that. And also, it was fucking random, so I can't believe that it. Because okay, the audience doesn't know this, but basically, I gave them bios for B team, and everyone got to pick one, and be like, oh, okay, I'm picking this one and that one and that one. So they had no idea what they were doing, and it just randomly ended up this way. Anyway, take it
That's
away.
We followed the bios exactly.
Yep.
No deviations.
None whatsoever.
Figure of quiet
scrambling.
allure.
Yeah.
Moog.
No twisting at all. And me rearranging later.
Is
being
that
like,
what it said?
Yeah.
yeah, bro,
It's
yeah.
a figure of quiet allure.
He was for about 5
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
It's a good base. Good starting
It's
point.
fine. It's good. It's good.
Wow. Okay. So I think then, if that's the case, what Fen would see is my just very like calculated, just like serene mask, the pleasant face that I give just anyone, slip a little bit, and my eyes search his more earnestly with confusion, and my hand probably tightens in his a little bit, and I just stare at him and probably whisper something like, you. How can this be?
I don't fucking know.
I drop his hand suddenly, take a step back, kind of collect myself, probably put on the mask again. Deadeye is right. I woke up and thought this was going to be a normal day as well. It seems that it is full of all kinds of surprises.
How are we going to explain him to the Chantry when we get back?
I got no idea.
Who says you need to explain anything?
And there's a lot of magic in this place. You might set off an alarm.
Okay.
We know everyone who's in there. I mean, don't exactly have visitors. Can't get you a badge.
I know that lady was in there. No one seemed to know. You know?
Well, she was obviously a freak.
Yeah.
But Balthazar, you should be able to, say something and he'll just be like, yeah, Balthazar knows what's up.
I'm sure we can figure out something. In the meantime, maybe I'll just keep him in my quarters.
Okay.
He can lay low there until we figure out what else is going on.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's
the alarm is still going to go off, though, it sounds like, as long as I'm in here. Yeah.
The alarm is already going off. That's why we're up here in the first place.
All right, so then we can just walk out.
They're not just going to let everybody walk out, especially someone they don't know, when someone they don't know had already been in the building.
What I'm saying is the alarm is already going off. If we can sequester him away before it ends, we might be able to keep him from being discovered.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I have another idea. You're all proxies, which means that there's a connection between you and your other, I think. If that's the case, maybe there's a way we can talk to the others. Like a walkie-talkie or something. Or a phone.
Okay.
How?
Can we can figure that out maybe if we just leave where we are right now.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Doing my head in.
Well, that's the thing. Who I want to talk to is an expert at getting in and out of places while being unseen.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. You want to call someone for advice on how to sneak out of here?
No, I want to call someone for a ride.
So let me get this straight. If he can come over here and bring you somewhere, how about he just brings Moog back to us?
Why would he bring Moog back to you?
Why would he come help you?
Because... Ooh, how do I want to say this? Because I'm important to him.
Did you almost say friend just now?
You do have a friend.
No. It's not friendship.
Sounds like you were about to say friend.
Mission.
If it's a boyfriend, man,
is
we
what I
don't
was
judge.
going to say.
You know?
Yeah, no judgment here.
I'm his prey.
I mean, everyone has different kinds of arrangements, you know what I mean? Like, we call it no judgment, right?
Uh-huh.
Some people are into, like, so you're I would have thought you would give off, like, no, I get it. Sub energy for sure. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah, man.
You've got, like, a whole intense thing happening right now, and
you
can see you might want that to... someone to come in and kind of like take the weight off your shoulders by telling you what to do,
Yeah, you might want to stay in a Enchanted for a while. We're all locked in here for the most part. Things get real freaky on Fridays.
I thought you said this was your home.
It is. I mean, we went to the movies and stuff.
Are you a latchkey kid or something?
Isn't everyone?
What do you mean?
I mean, what? It's the 90s.
It's fair.
Your parents are together? Oh, good for you.
Show off.
Your parents know you're alive? Yeah.
Wait. Do you say that in character?
Yeah.
Don't fucking talk about my parents. I snapped
All right,
at him.
man. It's just a joke. Yeah, we all watch Full House. Yeah, every arrangement's cool.
I'm going to say it one more time. Don't talk about my parents.
I understand you no matter what speed you're talking at. I get it.
And yet you keep on doing it.
Well,
No,
aren't
we
you here to
stopped.
protect us? So what are you going to do? Protect us by killing us?
I don't have to kill you to protect you.
Yeah? What will it do to your friends? Or your
I don't know.
arrangement?
Let's find
All
out
right.
now. And I
Okay.
take my hand
Go.
up, and it's a claw, and I scratch my own arm.
Ooh.
Did I already know?
I do it on like the front though, like
But I think, did I already know he was a werewolf from earlier? I should have
You'll
checked
have
this.
to. I do not know unless
No,
you wrote it down.
no.
I
I don't think so.
don't
Yeah, I
know,
don't. I was wondering because there was some weird shit.
Okay, sorry, I was rolling for something else. Please continue.
Like I said, man, we get freaky here anytime. Don't worry. You're not getting out of here without us. So threaten me all you want. You do something to me, that's it. You're stuck. You know what these mages do to somebody here? They're going to have a hell of a lot of fun with you, and it ain't no Freaky Friday, that's for sure.
I'm ignoring him.
Yeah.
I look at Balthazar, and I want to see if his arm is bleeding as well. Scratched exactly where I scratched mine.
Balthazar, go ahead and roll me resolve plus wits, I think. It might be
Okay.
wits resolve. It might ask you. I always fuck up which one goes in which order.
It's that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Any modifier?
1 actually.
And difficulty.
3. 1 of 3.
1 of 3.
You okay? But is this not a 10? Yeah, that's a 10. So that's a crit on that one. So you feel it, but it's up to you whether there is a split second. I don't know how else to describe this, but you know instantly you can let this happen or you can control it. And I don't know what would be more beneficial to you in this moment is to let him think that he can do it or that he can't. But it's your choice. You can let the cut open or you can make it small. You have complete control over what happens to this cut.
I think I would let him see.
Okay. So a
So
cut
probably-
opens up on Balthazar's arm. So all of you would notice this then, that he cuts
Yeah.
himself and then Balthazar begins to bleed.
Yeah. And I probably hiss and hold out my hand or my arm in surprise.
You see? Not dead. Hurt.
I don't like this. I don't.
He's blood dripping onto the floor.
No, I don't think it's a cut that big, unless it was, Fen.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But the point was to display the connection.
Yeah.
I reach up and I'm like scratching at my cheeks, but my face is like rotting, right? That's kind of the vibe. So my fingers are kind of like sliding in and out of these open, gaping wounds. Where's Mook?
Yes, I don't think you've told us where you came from. And now where Moog is.
Why isn't he here?
What do you mean where I came? I came from... And I pause, and I'm struggling with something.
We were gonna see a movie?
Deadeye shudders in this moment, and her flesh begins to sag, as if heat has sort of struck at it from the inside. Then she kind of slumps downward a little bit, and her limbs begin to ripple, and she collapses into wet, boneless clay. The mass quivers and bubbles and reshapes with unnatural speed until it stretches taller, broader. The shoulders bulge beneath this slick clay surface, and with a crack like a splitting bark, Gunner tears free from this clay shell, eyes wild, and his body steaming from the shift.
Everyone stand behind me now.
What the fuck, man?
Right now. Don't fucking get behind me. Right now.
I get behind him.
Then I start clawing my way to my feet. And I get up, laughing. Looking all around.
Easy. Calm. Look at me. You know me.
And I'm looking at you. I would imagine I'm bloody and steamy and about as strong as you've ever seen me.
Easy. Remember the lucky rabbit.
Am I hungry?
No. Deadeye, you weren't hungry, were you?
No.
No, then no, you're not. You do feel a lot stronger, though.
Think I'll break eye contact with Fen to look at the rest of the group, and I'll just roar and bare my fangs at the rest of the group.
Who the fuck is this, man? Where's Deadeye?
Oh, shit.
Who is my friend?
Oh, fuck.
Who the fuck is this?
Did you die? Were you killed? I'm looking. I know he's not looking at me, but I'm trying to get his attention.
Did I? Apparently not.
What's the last thing you remember?
What could have been? And what was stolen from me?
What the fuck does that mean?
For once.
You want me to calm down? My friend just exploded and this guy came from inside of him.
I'll look down at my feet and what do I see?
You see cracked clay, small pieces of it. Your body is steaming, and I think... roll me a 1d100, and we'll let the dice decide.
$53.
When they say Deadeye, I think you feel a pang of something. I think it's a little bit of loss, a little bit of worry, a little bit of concern for Moog. So I'm not sure if you had that yourself, but that is what remains. And I think it's pretty clear as you look around and you see Fen. You know where Fen went. Fen went with the proxies. So I think it just hits you quite suddenly that you just utilized your proxy. And even though you were ready to let go, you've ripped out of the body of your proxy in front of all of her friends.
I am still on the ceiling and I walk towards him and I release the ceiling and gracefully land on the ground in front of him, and I look at him for a moment. And then my eyes slide off of him to the floor. And I kneel down and I pick up little pieces and I start singing. Be my angel, be my angel. Well, I promise you. Wait, what?
Well. I knew it.
Edward walks back into the room.
I look at Visionary. Edward, I assume.
Yeah, that's Mr. Edward.
I knew it. You are all proxies.
Yeah.
I thought I was going crazy there for a while, but I knew it.
What do you mean you knew it? For how long?
I'm sorry. I think I have an apology to give all of you. I've known for a while.
Can
Well,
I
I
roll?
suspected.
I want to see if he's full of shit or not.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Do you have any special bullshit that allows you to discern the truth other than your nose?
I'm looking. I don't think there's any like deception bullshit. What else do I got here? What is this? No. I got some things I can maybe do if I fail a roll, but I don't have any implicit, like you can see through deception or anything.
Yeah, okay. But you do have a special scent ability, right?
Yes.
I'll let you roll that one.
Excellent. Thank you. Awareness, wits. I'm getting better at this. Pool size modifier.
None.
Difficulty is 3.
3.
1 of 3. Jeez.
God, you suck today.
Unable to discern if this person is lying or telling the truth, but you get the very faintest scent that reminds you of Cora.
You see, I had a job to do. A mystery to solve. It is a bit sad it happened like that. I look down at the clay. I liked her. What was left of her. So, We figured it out. Hi, I'm Edward. That's the name you're getting from me. It's a terrible name, but you're not going to get the other.
All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. I look at Gunnar.
Listen, I know this is very confusing. Because it is, primarily. But let me help you. We are good guys, yes? Do you want to be them?
It's not confusing. You're full of shit. Your scent gives you away. You
Okay.
smell like one of my friends. But you can't be her proxy.
Is that right?
That's right.
Smell like one of your friends.
Uh-huh.
Got a pretty
that's
good
all
schnoz there.
Yeah.
Why would that be? Listen,
Yeah.
this whole situation, all of you, I've been trying to figure it out and trying to get to the point of the point. You know? The point of the point? This is the point of the point. Do you want to stop a god? One that's not yet. One to come. One that was. One that will be again.
Pass.
No answer?
I lean back. I've already
Going to-
accepted an accord from someone else.
Going to lift my feet out of this clay sock that I have in. I imagine it makes a squishing noise as I step out onto the floor of the room. And I'll get close to Fen.
Easy. And my eyes dart around the room looking for any clues or anything.
We have to get back.
I look at his hat, and then I look at the clay on the ground. Easy, Brimstone.
We have to get back.
Why? Who killed you? What happened?
I wanted to die, Fen. Now,
Nice.
now I want to live. We have to go back.
Are they in trouble? Why do we have to go back? I don't understand. What's going on? You came out of that one enraged and you calmed down really quick.
I realized if that I were to kill everyone here, what would happen? I must be a good boy. You are the only one who has come here.
Yeah, I stayed behind so no one killed these guys, and they're trying their best to get killed by me. I'll tell you that much right now. I don't know if you're reborn from one of them. I look at Balthazar. What happens if they die first.
All right, no one's listening to me. Here's what I'm saying. We're all gonna die. Everyone. Okay? Unless we work together to stop Marion Hale. Ring a bell? You with me now?
You even knew she was the one who was in here?
Listen, in order for me to get the information that I needed to get, I had to kinda, pretend that I was a Tremere for the last 10 years. But here's the thing, you're gonna thank me for it, right? Because I'm, with your help, gonna stop what they want to do. Which is, may I say again, raise a god that will consume everything.
Throughout all of this, I've taken a couple steps away from Scratch
Yeah.
and am taking it in, but now my attention is going to Edward. You're masking your identity aside. You said, do we want to stop a god? When we became kindred, we put our gods behind us. There are no gods. The gods are dead.
That is what one would hope, but it turns out if you believe really hard, you can make a new one happen. And that's what, well, you saw what happened. Proxies.
I am still kneeling
Yeah.
on the floor, and I would like to. Is the clay wet, or is it?
Yeah.
Or it's wet.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
Okay.
falling apart immediately, but it's not like cracked, shell dry.
Yeah, I take a couple pieces of it, and I put it in my little satchel.
Yeah.
And then I stand up and I walk over to Edward. And I say, if you want me to trust you, just give me a taste. And I take my dagger out.
I don't think you're gonna need that. You can just use your teeth. And I put my wrist out.
She's offering for me to bite into her, or he is offering me to bite into his wrist.
Yeah.
Oh
Seems
yeah,
like it.
dude. Oh yeah. I, without hesitation, I like smile. Yes. And I bite into his wrist, and I drink.
Okay. Do you have things that you need to roll when this happens?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see here.
I also need to check in with Visionary, who I imagine is in a state of shock. Still.
Oh, it's just destroyed.
Yeah.
Just destroyed. There's like,
Yep.
he's crying because there's blood just running down his face from his eyes. And then it's just like, it's just blow after blow after like wrecking balls coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's Visionary's gonna walk. I'm gonna walk towards Edward while this is happening.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Turns out I have 2 abilities
Mm-hmm.
with this. One of them is a ritual, though.
Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to do that one.
Okay. I need resolve plus blood sorcery roll difficulty 3.
Okay.
I succeed.
Yeah, would you like to tell us what you do?
So when the blood touches my tongue, I can determine the resonance and intensity of the blood if it's human.
Yeah.
And if it's, I can also identify if the blood is mortal, ghoul, vampire, or another supernatural creature.
Yep.
And I can determine the relative blood potency of the vampire.
Okay.
And that's not a critical win, is it?
No.
I don't think so.
Nope.
So that's all I can do.
Okay. Let's go through the list bit by bit.
Mhm.
What's the first one?
Are they human?
No.
Okay. I can tell what kind of creature it is then. Is it mortal, ghoul, vampire, or another supernatural creature?
So it's another supernatural creature that I don't know if you've experienced before, but they're kindred, but there's something slightly off.
Okay. So if they're kind of kindred, I can also determine the relative blood potency.
Let me open the character sheet. I'm pretty sure it's ridiculous, though. Relative blood potency. So I can say 3, and that will be sufficient, correct? Because it's relative. It doesn't have to be exact.
I don't know what the blood potency is, so I can't. I don't think I can answer
Well,
that.
I'm just saying it doesn't have to be exact, right? I can just be. I can give you a general idea. Yep. It's pretty fucking strong. Okay. Very powerful.
Okay. Yeah. More powerful than me.
Mm-hmm.
I cock my head and say, "What are you? Taste strange. Not quite kindred."
Is that news to me?
Yeah.
That's news to me, I say out loud.
Okay.
Okay,
Really?
another mystery for
Can I
us to
see
solve.
if I want to see if they're...
You don't have to. You just drank their blood. You don't have to roll again. They haven't lied once.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
They've been telling
Cool.
the truth the whole time since they came back in here. Actually, I don't think when Zams was playing this character, I don't think he fucking lied either. Not once. Yep.
Okay.
I was paying attention.
All right. I'll listen to you.
To Fen. He could be lying. Cora was lying. She was hiding something. Something in her. Something in that coffin. They didn't want us to see. And I need it. I need it.
What's in there that you need?
Everything.
What you lost? I look at Gunnar, and correct me if I'm wrong, I see a look of that I can relate to, almost not protection, not like, it's a look that I used to have.
Yes. Yep. I know what you're saying. And yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know Zambi would say yes if he knew what you were saying. So yes.
I just don't have words right now.
No. But I know. And I don't think that you should explain any further because it's way
Okay.
cooler the way you guys choose to reveal your backstories. So go for
Okay.
it. Yeah.
All right. Do you know how to get there from here? And I point to the bloody clock on the ceiling.
Oh, man. Gunnar, when you look over at that bloody clock... Oh, wait, you weren't in the clock room. Never mind. Never mind.
Will I look up at it? Do I see the clock?
Yeah, you do. You see a clock with an obsidian face. I believe it's stuck at 2:30 right now. Other than that, that's the only thing in this room other than the walls seem to be bleeding.
I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, me neither. We apparently need to get out of this room anyways to get to your room or to get to wherever the fuck they want to go. So I'm at a loss.
How did you get here exactly?
Cora. Well, kind of. We were in Cora's apartment. And the next thing I knew, I was here. Well, not in this room. There's a super fucking long hallway. And I think
How long?
When I tell you you've never seen a hallway this long before, you'll just have to take my word for it.
Fair. And I'm looking around the room.
And Cora was with me the next moment. Well, no, that's not true. I went back and it's fucking... I cold my head. She ended up here with me. And she went back to you with one of them. Moog, I think they said his name was. Does that ring a bell? Did he make it to you? Or did she slash his... Really?
He is insufferable.
I get a smile on my face. I'm gonna smile on my face because that means he's live. If he says that, yeah.
Which one here is Cora's proxy?
That's what I'm saying. She went with her proxy. I think. And then
Are we sure?
I look at Edward. Not so much anymore, though.
Listen, friends. New friends, old friends. Friends across the board. We've all been used. Part of something, right? Yeah. So let's just talk about it for a minute. What we're going to do next. Because we have the power to stop what's going to happen.
And what power is that?
They need us. Well, needed you. They don't need me. They want to birth something. Bloodline and a lineage. They thought I could do it once. Put something in me. 2 minutes.
So I'm so sorry. I would normally never do this, but seconds, actually. 2 seconds.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
2 seconds. Thank
Yep.
you. Thank
Yep.
you.
Probably felt like minutes or much longer, but it was only 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
They put something in you. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they took it out.
a
put it
gunner.
somewhere else. It taught me all sorts of things, and, well, I can't blame a guy for wanting to, prevent the end of world. Or time. End of something real. The end of a reality. So, I came here to find out how we could stop them, and I figured out something was amiss with you all eventually.
I walk in front of Edward, and I try to wipe the tears off my face with my hand. And I look at him, I say, if we help you, is it going to save Moog?
I would really want to save Moog, yeah.
All right, well, she ain't around to do it, so we're going to have to. And I stick out my hand to shake his hand.
Take your hand, and I shake it
And
firmly.
when he does that, I look him in the eye, and I want to use one of my abilities. I want to use premonition. And you can crank up the difficulty because I want to see when he dies, and I hope it's gruesome.
Okay.
But please note, I've used my blood. I'm touching him, and I'm looking in the eyes, and I'm saying, I want to know when you die.
Yep. Okay. And this is for Edward.
It's premonition.
Yep.
Yeah, for Edward. And it's just flashes of insight. It's a premonition.
Let's use your... Roll your ability, and let's do
resolve.
Can you do a 6 difficulty?
I
If
sure
not,
can.
we do
see.
5, but I think you want it cranked up, so...
My resolve is 4.
Let's crank up the difficulty to 6 if possible, but I'll give you a bonus die.
Okay. Okay, got it. Modifier of 1, but difficulty of
6.
Let me see if I can do 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can do 6.
Yep.
It's just a
Yep.
form. Okay. 4 out of 6.
Okay.
I have a critical in there. 2 9s. That was close.
Oh, you do. You've got 1 10 and then 3 successes. It's only 4 out of the 6 successes needed.
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
I'm just explaining to those listening why I'm choosing what I'm choosing. So you're not going to see what you're hoping to see. But I do think you see a moment where they did die, or at least what felt like it. Edward, would you like to describe what he sees and experiences? It can either be when you were turned or the 2 seconds that we were referring to just moments ago.
I think that I struggle to remember much about when I was first turned after those 2 seconds happened to me. And I have been single focused ever since. So you get the 2 seconds. I'm strapped to a slab. It's polished marble. And something is strange. I'm expecting pain, but that doesn't happen. I'm surrounded by these people. I believe one of them you might know. Suddenly, I'm seized with this fear, this huge, tremendous maelstrom of horror within me, and then complete silence. I see nothing, but I hear a voice.
Child, what have we here? Do you think you can keep me?
I don't think you want to be kept.
I do not. Why is it you think you can trap me?
We could be friends.
Can we? And what is friendship to you, child?
I don't know anymore. Staying alive. Friends do things for each other, you know?
Friends do things for each other. Like what?
I don't think I can keep you. It feels like my body is being torn to shreds. Everything within me, it's almost as if my very matter is being ripped apart. But in my mind, I can still be here. It's a strange dual feeling where I'm having this conversation and I'm present, and I'm being torn apart and I'm not at once.
And I think there is a moment here where, again, it was only 2 seconds, but to you it feels like so much longer when you're actually experiencing it. But there is a moment where he immediately begins to probe your mind, and you can kind of sort of feel that as he's exploring, before he says,
Oh, I see. You struggle. You struggle with your mind.
It slips.
I can be your friend. I can help you control your mind if you will do something for me. Do we have a deal?
What do you want? What do you want me to do for you?
Open your mouth and say some words.
When you say you'll help me with my mind, what do you mean?
and I think it happens instantly. This struggle that you've had, with this kind of the struggle that you've had with your mind and controlling these thoughts and understanding and navigating is just gone. And you do have complete control. And in fact, you have more control than just your mind. You're suddenly aware that you can control the perception of others, that you can control what they see. This gift that he can give you will give you the ability to hide in plain sight, to pretend to be someone you're not, to go wherever you please.
What are the words?
Do you know Latin?
I'm a quick study.
Then repeat after me.
And that's where it ends.
Do I know that he has experienced this?
Ooh, I'm going to leave that up to Visionary. If it were PBU with the 4 out of 6, I would say yes, but I'm not entirely sure how the VTM powers work, but I trust that...
Well, it's a little different, too, because it wasn't anything of the future, but I didn't roll enough for that.
I mean,
so,
okay, you say it wasn't anything of the future, but with Ishna it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll say this. I mean, I've been you've been mentoring me for years here, and probably very rarely been this serious when I said this stuff to you. But then you know when I'm doing my bullshit.
Yeah.
Even if I'm
sense.
this serious. So you knew and I said, I want to know when you die. You know, I was looking to see, like if I could see when you died. And then I usually my reaction, because it never happens when I try really, is that I'm like, ugh, is like, just like kind of like deflated. But now it's like, I'm just confused.
I would like.
And I say,
oh yes, go ahead.
Oh, I would say, maybe if you get lucky, you'll get 2 more seconds.
I would like to offer that in that moment as well, there is maybe 1 or 2 things that your mentor has been instructing you that that came from this other voice or this other entity. He has truly been trying to instruct you on how to control your mind over the last however long he's been mentoring you. It has been real help.
Okay, well, I probably do, knowing that he realized that he has trying to help in some way.
Yeah, he's been giving you real advice. Yeah.
My friend just melted in front of me.
Totally fine. I'm just letting you know.
But I realized that, but I do feel that a little bit. So I'm really kind of confused and just in pieces afterwards. My grip, which was very firm, goes limp.
I think I see that now. This sort of sudden vulnerability that I should have known, because I've known Visionary for so long now. I should have known that was... But I was so distracted.
Yeah.
That I didn't really pick up on it. I reach out and I put a hand on your shoulder.
I smack it away. That woman, Marion Hale, she's behind all this?
Her and a few others.
Are we gonna go kill him?
Do you want to?
Fuck yeah, I do. Pulse Ray, you want to drink that spooky lady's blood? I think he's down too.
I'm very sorry for how this has come about, but for what it's worth, I want to save you all.
Oh, I'm feeling low again. They said I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go. Oh, I'm feeling low again. They said I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me, no. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me, no. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't